To say, yeah, they believe in the big lie in some cases, but I think people recognize that it's a lot of show and bombast, but it's going nowhere. The election is over. It was fair. Look, the president was crying foul on election night, and actually before election night. And the question is, what were his sources of information? Where did he hear that the election had been fraudulently carried out? Did he hear it from the Justice Department? No. Did he hear it from the intelligence community? No. So where did he hear it from? The MyPillow guy? Rudy Giuliani?
Yep.
What were their sources of information? I mean, it's pretty clear. The election was fair. It wasn't the outcome that the president wanted, but let's move on.
Again, nobody cares, Hillary. Well, what's her source? What's her source? For saying the election was stolen. For saying Donald Trump's illegitimate. During the 8 years of the Obama administration, despite Donald Trump's interest in the so-called birther thing before, did he say that the election was stolen? Did he say he was illegitimate?
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president who.
And then you got Al Gore saying the same thing. He should say the right thing, he says.
Well, I'm not sure that whatever I say to him would have any impact whatsoever. But just on the off chance that it would, I would say, please.
The biggest load on 2 feet.
Do the right thing. Acknowledge reality. Stop hurting this country. Stop undermining democracy. Honor the great and honorable traditions of the United States of America.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, sir.
Why do you think the president is going to such great lengths to essentially prove that he beat you?
Because he knows he didn't. He knows he's an illegitimate president.
This cannot go on the way it is. Now, I will point out, Pamela, that it's kind of a sideshow, and people are turning off to it now.
He knows he's an illegitimate president.
I really think they're beginning to. And Joe Biden's popularity continues to rise. Look at what he's done in controlling the pandemic. Look at what he's done in facilitating the incredible economic resurgence.
Incredible economic research.
Very strong climate plan. Going overseas and really bringing respect for the United States back up again after it sunk to a historic low during the previous 4 years for reasons we all understand. I think he is really doing an outstanding job. He's got a tough hand to play, but he's playing it with great skill.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president who got illegitimate foreign help. He knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did.
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
I know that he knows that this wasn't on the level.
Why is it that nobody suggests she's undermining our republic? Give me that. For the entirety of his presidency. Say he was stolen. Has 2/3 of Democrats convinced that the Russians took their fingers and somehow changed vote tallies when the Senate report said zero evidence a single vote tally was changed? But Al Gore, Mitt Romney, talk about how Donald Trump's big lie is undermining the integrity of our country. And this woman has been saying this for over 4 years, to the point where she's got Democrats convinced of two things that the report does not support. This business about the vote tallies being changed, and this business about what the Russians did change the outcome of the election. One more time, the report found no evidence one way or the other. It said we can't tell. But 78% of Democrats believe the outcome was changed by what the Russians did. That's a higher percentage of Democrats who believe the 2016 election was quote-unquote stolen than the percentage of Republicans who feel the same thing about the 2020 election. But nobody is daring hold her accountable. But Donald Trump somehow by filing lawsuits. But Hillary didn't file lawsuits. Yes, she did. Jill Stein filed one. The independent candidate filed one, Green Party candidate, to overturn the election in Wisconsin. She joined it, Hillary did, and filed a separate motion for the recount to be done by hand. Well, the Hillary supporters, they didn't trash the Capitol building on January 6th because she wasn't president. They took to the streets when Donald Trump got elected, and there was violence and arrests, and did the same thing when Trump was had his inauguration.